Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another romance tarot deck review. Today we have Tarot of the Heart, 50 Ways to Divine Love. This is by Liz Dean and it's illustrated by Oliver Burston. And this is not an unboxing, this is me strictly reviewing this. So I've had this for a little bit and I played around with it for a little bit. There's 25 cards. It is the major arcana cards plus 3 other cards included, and you read them upright or reversed, so there's your 50 ways. All right, so this retails for about $18.95 and it's published by Kiko Books, and in the description box I will link everywhere I know that you can get your hands on it. I purchased this from Barnes & Noble, if that's any help. So it's really inexpensive, but I feel like it packs a punch for $18.95. And it's one of those boxes that opens up by the side. And inside you have the book and you have the cards. And when you take both out, you can actually take this little cardboard piece out and store it all, as well as like a thin little notebook or a pen with it all, if that is your style, to keep all of your journaling for your readings intact with your card deck. So going back into the book real fast, it is 96 pages and it's all color coordinated. Or not color coordinated, but it's all colored pictures. And she has a lot of romance spreads in here. And she has a lot of information. So signs and symbols, when to read it, the days of the week. What else does she have? Dealing with the difficult cards, preparing for the readings, all of that. And the spreads are pretty detailed. Playing around with it is pretty interesting. A lot of it is about finding your love, or is it true love, that sort of a thing. So if you are looking for information to divine for that aspect, this is a great deck for it. And then it goes into all of the cards' meanings. And it describes the card and it describes the meaning if you're in a relationship, if you're looking for love, and when it's reversed. So these are all great things. And I will point out that the Strength card and the Justice card are reversed. So normally in most decks, the Strength card is by the number 8 and the Justice is the number 11, but sometimes they are flipped. If I understand correctly, this happened when the Rider-Waite-Smith deck got introduced and they wanted to make it more cohesive to the astronomical anomalies and signs and that sort of thing. So I'm not an expert in that. All I can tell you is that they are reversed in this deck. So when you see it, don't fret. Okay, it happens in some decks. It could be confusing, especially to those starting out, but it's perfectly normal, perfectly fine. Just depends on the author and the deck. And so we'll begin by looking through these, and the back is really sweet with the little cherubs and the people. And like I said, it's the major arcana plus 3 more. So it's very medievally looking, which I don't mind. I think it's kind of neat, neat art. And she does go in depth with the symbols on each card, what they mean, why they put it in the card. And they are pretty thin, and I find it a little challenging to shuffle just because there's not a lot of cards. So I love this, it's so pretty. So that might be a little difficult. I find it that with this particular deck, I lay them out on the table and kind of shuffle them around a little bit more than just shuffling in my hands. This card reminds me of a chicken. So for those of you that think devil cards can be a little bit scary, there's your imagery. It's not so scary. But in all seriousness, this is not a terribly terrifying card depiction. But yes, so the shuffling, I'm not too keen on with this. They are glossy, if you can tell. But I mean, they're not bad. So when you think about the price point, it's not a bad price point for the creativity involved. Okay, and so now we come upon the 3 new cards to this deck. So we have Faith, we have Hope, and we have Charity, which is very fitting for a romance deck, I think. So I'll show you what I mean by shuffling, because if you split it in half and try to shuffle it this way, it's a little awkward, a little challenging. It's not terrible, but I find myself liking to do this. I know it's not that accurate, but for the most part, to shuffle them up first and then go through and do the hand shuffling. That's what I do, just so you get them all mixed up. And you know, when you're shuffling, it's a preference thing. There's no right or wrong way. And she actually goes in and talks about that too in her little guidebook here. So what I'll do is I will actually pull a card, and hopefully I get one of the new ones. If not, I will read that, and then I'll grab a new one for you so you can see how it reads. Okay, I got the Star, and then so in a relationship, the star shines on you and your partner as you enjoy a time of happiness as your relationship grows. You are able to care for one another unselfishly, and the energy between you flows. This is also a time for you to enjoy a period of serenity and perhaps a special gift. If you're looking for love, you have hope in your heart. Someone seen from afar inspires you with pure love, leading you toward a new relationship and fulfilling creative work. Your star may also be a mentor who rekindles your spirituality. Whatever your situation, the star guides you towards great success. Okay, and so I'll read, how about I read Faith, since it's the first one. So who is she? Faith is the first of the theological virtues, along with her sisters, Hope and Charity. She represents the importance of spiritual and romantic commitment. In her left hand, she holds a cross, symbolizing her faith. And in her right, a chalice or cup, sign of her femininity and emotion. A dog waits patiently by her side, indicating enduring loyalty. Faith foretells belief in love and faithfulness in love and relationship. So that's basically what we got going on. I won't read everything else. You can actually pause the video if you want to read everything else. But yeah, as far as, you know, a fun, different deck, I really enjoy this. Playing around with the spreads has been interesting. I've done both just strictly upright and both reversals as well. So it's been interesting. I can't really say if it's terribly accurate or not. I'm not sure because I haven't played around with it too much. And I don't really like diving deep into my own relationship with tarot, just because, like, I don't know, it's a weird thing for me. But reading for other people, it's totally up to them whether they want their relationship to be a part of a reading. So this specifically would not be a bad little card set, especially if this is all that you want to focus on. Like, this specific deck is for relationships only. Then if you are having questions about particular relationship issues, I see nothing wrong with this. Yeah, nothing too bad. I don't really have that many complaints, other than if you are a beginner and this is a deck, it's strictly for romance. Unless you want to use it for other things, it might be a little bit difficult. It's just because of the guidebook here. And then, like I said, the Strength and the Justice card are reversed. So keep that in mind if you open this up and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. So that was one big change. And then the 3 extra cards are kind of great. They add a little insight add a little bit more insight to your readings. So let me know what you think. This deck has been around for a minute. I don't remember exactly when it was first published, but if you know, awesome. Let me know if this is something that you would pick up. Let me know if you think it's worth it. Honestly, if you just want to have a deck for romance, this would probably work just fine, for romance questions, I should say. But yeah, the price point's great. The art is great. I mean, there's not that much diversity, but I think it has to do along with the theme that they were going for. I'm guessing it's more of a medieval King Arthur-y kind of deal, Renaissance-y kind of deal. So I guess that makes sense. If you have watched my videos regularly, you know I am a huge fan of diversity in tarot because I believe tarot is for everyone. So it's always great when you can see yourself represented in the deck. So that's my little spiel with that. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, if this has helped you, go ahead and let me know down in the comments what you think, and give it a like and subscribe. I've got a lot more coming up, and I would be so excited to have you here. All right, guys, my voice is kind of gone for the day. I will see you in my next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.